Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. Welcome back to another reading. I pray you're well. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the tribe if you have not already. This is going to be for the Divine Masculine. I just posted the Divine Feminine reading, which if you're men, you can watch that too. But yeah, so today we're going to get some energy for my amazing and handsome Divine Masculines, all right, and see what it is that you need to know, all right. I want y'all to know I love y'all, Divine Masculine. I do. And I give credit where credit is due. And when I see men really rising up, genuinely, really doing the work, really commanding their level up journey as it pertains to spirituality, it just lights me up, and I love it, and I'm proud of you. All right, but there's always a but. If you're a Divine Feminine watching this, you got to be aware of these spiritual narcissists, okay? These spiritual vampires, the ones that be shaking and faking. That's where our discernment comes in, baby. That's where our discernment comes in. But I can tell when a Divine Masculine is really Divine Masculine, and you feel me? So y'all deserve a message too. All right, so Holy Divine Spirit, Universe, Source. It's somebody's birthday today. Happy birthday. June 4th. 64. Somebody has an old school car, a 64 or something. You got moving on here, or moving. It says change of residence, moving in with your partner. Divine Feminine got that as well. So this is definitely clarifying divine union, okay? Kingdom spouses, all right? Coming together, being on one accord. All right, if this is not you, you could just be in a space of where you're looking to move, relocating to a new environment. This could also have something to do with work, job, also clarity, okay? A shift in the mind is also what I'm picking up for you, Divine Masculine. Yeah, you have cycles. It says fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Okay. Let's see what else. Divine Masculine. You have honeymoon, okay? It says here, honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Divine Feminine got that as well. I definitely feel like if you're in a union, if you're in a relationship, or if you're married, there's a cycle that is ending and there's a new one beginning, okay? There's a transformation happening within the connection that's going to lead to a new beginning. Some of you guys may be renewing your vows here, okay? You and your Divine Feminine. You guys could be looking for a new home, looking to relocate. I'm picking up on two adventurous people together, okay? You could be someone who is very spontaneous and you love adventure, you love to travel. I feel like you're with someone who's the same, or that's what you're attracting. I'm picking up on somebody who likes to live in new areas. You know what I'm saying? You'll move one place, stay there for about a year or two, and then it's like, okay, let's move here, But I definitely do see travel. It's something about a new spark, or keeping the spice, or something about the honeymoon phase never left. Okay. Yeah, you have date night here. So some of you guys, I feel like, get ready to be wined and dined. This may be something your Divine Feminine is wanting from you, or is expressing to you, or you could just be a romantic type of guy. You could be planning something. Yeah, you have challenges behind that. So this could have been a challenge in a relationship. Keeping up with date nights, just keeping that connection going, making sure you're checking in with each other. That's very significant. All right. Let's see. You have Mercury retrograde, electronic issues. You got communication issues, review everything. So something very significant about the Mercury retrograde we just had. There could have been some cycles that ended during that retrograde. For some of you guys, you may be feeling the ramifications or the residual energy from the retrograde. So, you know, I did pick up on a car, old school, a 64 Chevy somebody may have. You may be needing to get that worked on, okay? Yeah, some of you guys may be communicating with the mechanic or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, so some of you guys may be putting your car in the shop. Even if it's not a 64 Chevy, just, you know, make sure all your electronics are good to go. Your car issues, tires, engine, oil change, things like that. Something could have also came up in the relationship, or just even if you're not in a relationship. There could be old things coming up from the past, or old habits, maybe old friends, people you used to deal with attempting to come back around. If these are people that you let go during a retrograde, or these are people that attempted to come back during a retrograde and you kept the door closed, I'm being guided to let you know to keep that door closed, because when the past comes calling, they don't got nothing to say. Period. And most of the time they're only returning because they see you elevating, because they're always watching. Even when you think they're not, they are. Okay? So let's see what else here. Congratulations on the new home if you are purchasing a home. Some of you may be even renting, or you could be getting into Airbnb also, what I heard. You could be, you know, getting into real estate. Like that could be your way of getting into real estate. All right, what else is coming in for my divine masculines here? You got the 7 of Cups. All right, so this speaks about options. Okay, when it comes to love, it's inquiring or indulging in your fantasies. Okay, when it comes to money, examine your choices carefully. All right, so some of you guys may be having a lot of options coming in that you may need to pay close attention to, making sure you're crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, especially with Mercury retrograde out here. That definitely speaks about, like it says, like miscommunication. Things could be being blocked, or you know, things, there could be typos, or you know, a lot of shady things going on. So you just want to make sure you're dissecting things and analyzing things closely. And when it comes to love, be open, okay? Be free. Be honest too about what it is that you desire, what it is that you like, what it is that you're looking for. If you are a masculine that is seeking your divine feminine, okay, don't settle for something that you really don't want, okay? You could be somebody of like a high honor. You could be an eligible bachelor. You could be a hot commodity, tall, dark, and handsome. All the women want them, okay? So you may have a lot of options. You're going to have to really maneuver and kind of be a little picky, all right? You got the 4 of Wands. You're definitely seeking companionship, or you're already in one, like I keep saying. So just, you know, put yourself where you belong. But the 4 of Wands speaks about a harmonious connection, harmonious environment, happy, comfortable, very content, a loving home, a loving dynamic. Okay, this is also twin flame energy, if that's something you subscribe to. Soulmate. When it comes to your money, I see you being very successful. The 4 of Wands with the moving card as well is giving me real estate. Okay, it's giving me real estate. And again, like I said, congratulations on the new home. The 4 of Wands speaks about a home, okay? Or if you're looking to get approved for a home, you will be. The answer is yes. If you're wondering if you're going to get approved, okay? Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, this is also speaking about being equally yoked. I feel like with all these options, because there's a strength card, Leo energy coming out very strong. That is divine masculine energy as well. I feel like you're meeting a divine feminine who is able to handle you, or able to tame you, or they get you, they understand you. You're able to be, gentle. You're able to be soft with this person. You're able to be safe with whoever this is. You could be dealing with a Leo, or you're a Leo, but I feel like you guys got each other's back, okay? If you're not in a relationship, this card also speaks about being patient when it comes to love. But if you are definitely with your divine partner. This speaks about alignment. I see you guys being very strong, okay? Being in a leadership position when it comes to your money or your business ventures as well. I feel like you're very respected at this time. Or there's something about having courage and bravery when it comes to moving forward in both money and love. I'm also definitely picking up on travel. Some of you guys may be traveling for love. Wow, you got the Sun card, the most positive card in the deck. Very confident energy, navigating out of a healthy ego, or it's like you're not dependent on your ego, is what I'm getting here. I do pick up someone who's very headstrong. But again, there's something about you knowing how to be tapped into your inner child. That's very important. You could have healed your inner child wounds, or that's what you're in the process of doing. Some of you guys may be welcoming a baby boy or a baby girl, because it's a little girl on the horse, or the unicorn rather. You have a lot of prosperity coming in, divine masculine. And this also speaks about a happy relationship with a bright future. So if you're not in one yet, it's coming in. The future looks really bright when it comes to love. If you're in a relationship, you're in alignment here. I'm also picking up on a lot of abundance for you, divine masculine. A lot of good energy I'm feeling from you. And that's what I picked up in the beginning of the reading, like just being proud of you. I feel like you should be proud of yourself. Yeah, like patting yourself on the back for the excuse me, for the work you've done, for the work you've put in, for just being diligent in your approach towards healing. Yeah, there's definitely a celebration of a baby, an engagement, or a marriage here, just period. Show me the Seven of Cups. Show me the Seven of Cups. I feel like, too, a lot of you guys, you're very particular when it comes to women. Okay, there's certain things that you like. Just period. I'm definitely picking up on toes. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. The Seven of Cups speaks about indulging in your fantasies. The Nine of Cups also speak about indulging in things that you love. A lot of you guys are about to be rewarded in love. Okay, you got the Chariot, okay? Clarifying the Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, rewarding love, contentment. Yeah, you're getting ready to be with somebody that you're going to be with forever. Like, you ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Four of Wands, Chariot, Nine of Cups, the Sun card. Now, if this is not your child, like you don't have somebody pregnant, you could be having a grandbaby on the way. Yeah, the Chariot also speaks about self-care. Yeah, prioritizing self-care instead of chasing love. And this is why you're being rewarded with love. Or this is why you're being rewarded with a divine partner. There's also something around not rushing things, okay? Staying in the flow. You could be a Cancer. I did pick up on like a lot of romance with the date night. So I don't feel like you have problems in that department. Maybe shit. Okay, I gotta keep it a buck. If you're on social media enough, you'll see a lot of women talk about confirmation. A lot of women talking about men are in their soft girl era, or men wanting to be catered to, or men are in this Me Too era. A woman says, I want flowers. A man says, me too. Oh, I want them new shoes. A man says, me too. I don't necessarily get that with you, but I am picking up on you would appreciate some reciprocity, okay, in a way where you receive love. Excuse that light, you guys. I have a sensor light, so when there's not, a lot of movement happening, it turns off. But anyway, yeah, I'm not necessarily getting that with you, Divine Masculine, but I am getting that you would kind of appreciate a little something, a little surprise here and there, a little nice gesture, little foot rub, whatever. But for most of you, you're getting that. If you're in a relationship, Four of Wands, Chariot, Sun card, you're getting that. Excuse me, confirmation. But if you're not in a relationship, that's the opportunity to express what it is that you require, in a relationship. Let's see, what's the Four of Wands? Damn. You got the King of Wands, and he flipped in reverse. Yeah, it says affectionate and passionate man, but it's in reverse. So, maybe you guys are coming to the realization that this is something that you want. This is something that you have to be, okay? Some of you guys, it may have been hard for you to be affectionate, okay? You may have struggled with being affectionate in the past. With the Seven of Cups, King of Wands reverse, you may have went through a fuckboy era where, you was bagging them and tagging them and snagging them and ragging them, okay? But with the Chariot, it speaks about self-care. So I feel like you took the time to pour into yourself and make the necessary changes that you need to make or needed to make. You took some accountability here and you manned up. All right? You're not this little boy anymore in a grown man body. And you're knowing, not only are you knowing that, but you're owning that so that you can attract that of what you want in a woman. You don't want to attract no more rats, sluts, hoes. Listen, a lot of names came to my head, but I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm talking about. All right? You have elevated. So once you elevate, then that's when, the ones that you really want start, they looking. Now with the Mercury retrograde energy, be aware that there are some people that may try to pull you back down into this King of Wands in reverse energy and still keeping you stuck in that energy. Don't allow that to happen. And if there are individuals who are attempting to keep you stagnant in a low vibrational energy where you may have once been, they don't belong in your life. They don't belong. Because that means they're intimidated by your future, by your success, by your growth and your elevation. They don't want you to grow. Okay? Also, Divine Masculine, with the King of Wands reverse coming over the Four of Wands, you may have started to realize that your behavior was the main thing blocking you from true divine love, true divine partnership. You may have went through a phase where you didn't understand why certain women weren't staying around, or why you just couldn't ground yourself in the thought of being in a committed relationship. And it was because you had to start tuning into yourself, giving yourself this self-care, this self-love, this self-admiration, and in a positive way. Because the King of Wands reverse is somebody who is very vindictive. They're a player. They're in and out. They're not committed. Very promiscuous. Okay. And you were only thinking about yourself in a selfish way to where it only benefited you. But in the same breath, you were taking from people. Now, or you have already done this, with the self-care, you're pouring into yourself so that when you do attract this divine love, that you don't feel depleted or that you're overextending yourself or that you're being inauthentic when you express love and give love. You feel confident. You're not blocked. Some of you guys, you could have been blocked in the root chakra. That's why I also picked up childhood wounds. Like a lot of you guys may have healed that. Okay. What's the Sun card? You got the Seven of Pentacles here. All right. Investing. Yeah, it says small steps towards improvement when it comes to love here. I feel like somebody was very patient with you, a specific feminine. Okay, could be an earth sign. Yeah, Virgo maybe, or Leo, because with the strength. But the Nine of Pentacles speaks about a content partnership. Or this could speak about being content with or without love. So this could have either been a feminine energy you were dealing with who was very understanding in regards to your journey and where you were in your life. And they were like, you know, if you do whatever you need to do to heal you, or this was or is you who is now content with or without being in a relationship. And again, that provides the universe more clarity and more space to bless you and bring in what it is that, you know, you desire. When it comes to money, your investments are definitely paying off as well here, Divine Masculine. You're going to just realize I clarified the Sun card and I meant to clarify the Strength, but it's okay. But what I was saying was you're about to start seeing a return in your investment with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? You're going to start seeing gain. All right. So if there's something that you've kind of been like, I don't know if I should have invested in this. I don't know, you know, if this was the right move. The Most High is saying, do not give up on this because it's coming in. All right. It's coming in. Now let's clarify the Strength card here for my Divine Masculines. Strength card. Whew. You got the Seven of Swords, honey. You got the Seven of Swords with the Strength. You know what I'm picking up? I feel like you have gained an immense amount of self-control. An immense amount of self-control. Again, Divine Masculine. Come on now. Come on. I see a complete renovation in the way you used to maneuver in life. I just do. When it comes to love, you could be definitely attempting to compromise with someone, or you want things to be diplomatic, okay? You may be wanting to have a conversation with somebody. You're hoping that someone will hear you out with the Strength card. When it comes to money, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Mercury retrograde energy, please be aware of the people that you do decide to collaborate with, because everybody is not in your favor. Everybody is not rooting for you. Okay, the Seven of Swords can speak about, you know, people being conniving, maybe even scamming. I'm also picking up too, some of you guys may be feeling like you took a high risk in an investment with somebody. It wasn't, in fact, the investment. It was the person behind the investment. The investment is good. The person, not good. Okay. I do see somebody giving you a chance. I do see somebody hearing you out. I feel like the reason why they're hearing you out is because they see change with the Chariot here. With the Chariot, the Sun card, and the Strength. Somebody sees actual physical change, which is what matters, okay? And you also have the Wheel of Fortune here, okay? And this does speak about improvement, okay? An improvement in the relationship. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, I do see somebody hearing you out if, you know, you went through some sort of separation or some sort of discord in a relationship. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune also speaks about what's in motion brings success. So stay in motion. I feel like you got motion. I do. So just keep that momentum. Stay in that energy. Don't let anyone bring you outside of that. All right? All right, so let's just get some closing messages for my divine masculine. I pray you enjoyed this reading. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the tribe. All right? Listen, commitment. Commitment is here. Things are getting serious, and look at the rings. I'm telling you, you could be proposing to somebody. You're finding the one. All right? Yeah, I'm picking up when you know. Or I hear the fellas asking you like, man, how'd you know? Okay, so I'm picking up on that 2 Chainz interview with Shannon Sharp. But he asked him, how did he know that his wife was the one? And he said when he seen her taking notes in church. It's going to be something about this divine feminine where you like, yup, I'm going to the jeweler. Call up the jeweler. All right, it's done. It's signed, sealed, and it's delivered. Okay? You have distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. All right. So like I said, I see this coming together. I see it being rectified. I see a healthy reconciliation because there has been changes. All right. I feel like that is the only time when it is safe to reconcile with someone is when the changes that were discussed have been rectified and made. The changes have been made and you see them for a significant amount of time. Not somebody change it for a week or two. Okay. But yeah, distance does make the heart grow fonder. You got pregnancy. First come love, then come marriage, then come the baby and the baby carriage. It's something baking. And I said that with the 4 of Wands and the Sun card. Is a baby shower, an engagement, or a marriage. And for you, divine masculine, I see all 3. It's happening. Congratulations. I love you. Peace.